This is Endzone, A World Apart, a new game I got. My recorder wasn't picking it up, so I want to play the intro because it's interesting. I'm going to kill my face for the intro.
Humanity survived. Our ancestors have destroyed the world, and we had to pay the price. With over 100 years without sunlight, but we have prepared ourselves for our chance to make things right. They stole from us a life of happiness. Still, we will make the best of it. Even though Mother Earth is grim and tainted, we have managed to survive. And we will keep surviving.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Looks like the style I enjoy. Play either an interrelated tutorial that teaches you all the important aspects of the game, or become familiar with certain parts of the game in brief segments. Actually, yeah, you know what? We better. Because every game has different mechanics. Every game has different options. You never know what the hell you're going to do. But that intro was great. And this is early access, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
We finally left the Endzone. Just look at this beautiful scenery. It's marvelous, even though it's a bit different from what we had pictured. We were able to secure a few basic resources and are storing them in our bus. I'm glad we prepared ourselves well for this kind of scenario, especially since our inventories in the Endzone ran low. Don't forget that if you need additional information, you can look at our survival guide at any time.
All right.
Well done. Everything you need to know should be right here. I think the time has come for us to at last build ourselves a new home here. Before we can construct buildings at all, we have to assign the profession builder to several settlers so that they can take care of construction contracts. In general, it's your responsibility to decide which tasks are important and how our settlers are supposed to be distributed to attend to them.
Oh, I'm going to kill everybody. I guarantee it. All right.
All right. Your builders will be ready as soon as construction contracts have been issued. It's time to start focusing on our key and most basic need, water. The first thing we ought to do is to establish a working water supply. So we'll move on to our first construction contract. Place and build a jetty by a lake in the vicinity of your town center.
Okay. Now, that would be the lake. Aha. All right. That is a fast scrolling speed. Ooh. Just give me 1 second. That's a little quick. Alright, let's try that. Cool. Or am I able to do... Ooh. Alright. Okay. Am I doing something wrong? Okay, am I seriously doing something wrong? This, yes. Okay.
The first thing we ought to do...
Yeah, I did that, but they're not going anywhere. Am I doing something wrong? Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. It paused. Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay, I see what they're doing. They're grabbing the pieces from the bus. Triple speed!
Very good. The jetty was completed as planned. Now we have a place where we can collect water. There are other possibilities to gather water too, but the jetty is the simplest and most cost-effective method.
That's fair.
We can obtain and store water from different sources, like a jetty, rain collector, or well in the cistern. The cistern should always be in close proximity to a water source, so that our water carriers don't have to walk too far.
Alright, that's fair. Cistern. Okay, so are the builders gonna go and do it? There they go. You dem dare lazy peoples. Speed her up a little bit. slow it down as I get close because I want to see it. Okay, wood is full. So now they just got to walk back with the scrap. Boop a loop a loop boop boop a boo. Get your ass moving. Boink. Boink. Okay, so now will the construction actually start? Do I get to watch it? Oh. I've always liked in these types of games when you can actually watch the building get constructed. I like it. Alright, now we just need 100 water. So what's the next thing it's going to want me to build? I'm hoping a cultivated field, because we're going to need food. Okay. Let's speed this up a little bit.
Great. We have now installed a working water supply, and water is now transported from the jetty to our cistern. Consider hiring more water carriers if you don't have enough settlers available. You can never have enough water in storage. Now we should focus on food production. It's important to ensure the supply right from the start. A gatherer's cabin, a hunting lodge, or a fishing hut can directly remedy the situation. I suggest starting with a fishing hut, since we're already located near a lake.
That does make a lot of sense. Alright, so... Bam. Get moving, builders.
Good work.
All right.
Also another excellent way of getting food, because they constantly grow as long as the soil is moist enough. Each seed has different yields and growing times. This means that it could take some time until your field is ready to be harvested, in contrast to your fishing hut, where production can be right away.
Cultivated field. We'll do a nice little 8x8. Then we will take one person from the water carrier and put them as a farmer. Choose seed.
Looks good. Remember that we need the widest variety of food sources to stay healthy. You should also plan ahead for drought periods that might come when it's not going to rain. Stock up on food and adapt your production to avoid bottlenecks. I'll show you a few more strategies later on. At the beginning, we don't have much scrap, wood, or other resources. We could build a production building, but to obtain resources as fast as possible, it's best that we start gathering right away. Assign a Gather All Resources task. All the settlers who haven't been assigned any profession by you are going to accept these kinds of tasks. In addition, settlers distribute resources within your settlement.
Place gather wood task. Place scrap task. Free 3 available settlers. So... gather scrap. Alright. Free 3 settlers. Alright. Speed that up and watch them go. Whee!
Since we now own plenty of resources, we can start to build a real production building. Then you don't have to always make efforts by hand that collecting is taking place. Production buildings are not only easier to manage, they are also distinctly more effective than simple tasks. Don't place production buildings too far away from your settlement. You'll be able to change their working area at any time later on. Right on. The best thing for us to do now is to build a forester's lodge to automate our supply of wood and make it more effective at the same time. Foresters are not only able to chop down trees, they reforest areas with trees as well.
Okay. What is... Oh, that's the thing I put. There we go. Let's get her going there, boys. Oh, what's going on? Someone's screaming at me. You know, I should, but it's not letting me yet. So... Wait, did we have a kid? Interesting. Okay, we're going to have another farmer, and we are going to have another builder. I didn't realize we gained a person. Hey. Okay, we've got 4 children, 11 adults. Boom. Okay, so that I'm going to demolish. And that I'm also going to demolish. Go, go.
Good job. You might want to change this building's working area later on to tell your workers where they should get their wood from. Ah, and for your information, if you want, you can also tell your Forester's Lodge that they only ought to attend to reforesting an area in order to create a lush, green forest, which generations to come can use. Very good. Now we ought to take care of collecting scrap. Scrap is one of the most valuable resources because the quantities present are limited, and we can recover other resources from scrap. Unlike the task we just had, the scrap yard allows larger quantities of existing scrap to be dismantled than with ruins or wrecks.
Okay, so let's build the scrapyard. Ooh, I like the way it looks. There we go. And then... scrap collector, alright. Because we gained another person! The kid grew up! Yo, builders. You working on it? Why was it taking them so long to start? That's weird. I do like that. Nice. They built a crane. I do like that. I really do. Okay, bring the scrap back.
Great. You can change the working area for the scrapyard, too. We can recycle scrap into 4 additional resources: cloth, metal, plastic, and electronics. We'll do that shortly, but for now, we ought to take care of your settlers' needs first. Our people want a place to sleep and live. Cabins fulfill their need for safety and privacy, and increase the confidence of their inhabitants. In other words, building cabins increases their willingness to start families and reproduce, if you know what I mean.
This cheeky asshole. Alright, build 8 cabins. Do that there, and then up here. I'll put them beside this lodge. Boing! Okay. Please, start construction. I'm gonna keep you sped right the shit up. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Slow down. Did I gain another person? I did! Okay, I'm gonna have you as a builder. Yes. Building is good. Building is good. Building is schmexy. Those are built, yes. I like how each one has a different look instead of being the same.
Besides cabins, you can also provide sturdy houses and shelters as housing. Sturdy houses withstand sandstorms better and have an increased storage capacity to boot. Children living in houses gradually fill up the house's stockpiles. Settlers do not reproduce in a shelter because they lack privacy.
That's fair.
Let's return from our excursion into housing and refocus on scrap. With the help of a recycler or refinery, scrap can be sorted into 4 different resources. A recycler always takes scrap apart, one resource at a time, while a refinery automatically produces all 4 resources. To start off, you should build a recycler and produce cloth.
Okay. Resources. Recycler. I'm gonna put it down here. Whoa, did not mean to do that. There we go. Okay. We need at least 1 person assigned, so that's good. Alright, I'm going to take 1 off the builder, and I'm going to put it refiner. Construct that shit! Let's speed this up so we can get through this. Nice. What's going on here? Oh, you're full. Can I take someone off of that then? Yeah, I'm not going to need a water carrier anymore. Put you in there for the time being. Okay, so what do I need to... What? Oh, okay, oncoming draught. Alright. Cloth produced 4. Oh! I like that. I like that. I just realized. I don't know how to move my webcam all willy-nilly on this. Oh well. Either way. It's showing me right here how much is being crafted. So let's speed this bitch up. Where are you going?
You can instruct your recycler to produce a different resource at a time. It's important that you focus on the resources you really need, at least in the beginning. Cloth and metal look like good options if you want to equip us with protective clothing and tools. Happy settlers are industrious settlers. That's why we ought to look after our people and protect them against the surroundings and dangers, like radiation. So let's start by transforming our newly recovered cloth into protective clothing. A tailor will be able to help us with that.
Hold on. Let's put it right beside the houses. What is up with that? What? Oh, okay, okay, I did not realize that was radioactive there. Okay, who's that there instead? So what's this? Negative influence. Unattractive. Attractive. Did I place it in a bad spot? Hold on. Oh, hold on. I don't understand. No, let's just build it. Get it over and done with. Okay, now to produce an X-Scarf.
We categorize environmental radiation into 4 levels: no radiation, low level, medium level, and high level radiation. The radiation changes constantly and is influenced by weather and contaminated rain. Protective clothing helps to protect us against this kind of radiation, but it takes a while before it's produced. And production relies on a steady flow of incoming resources. Try to establish production chains at an early stage and start to stockpile goods so that some are always on hand. The tools we brought along from the Endzone are slowly but surely running out. So now, let's focus on manufacturing new tools. The tools will help us to work effectively. We'll need metal for that, so we'll prepare for production by building another recycler, which we'll commission to recover metal from scrap. After that, we'll need a workshop to enable the manufacturing of brand new tools.
So, build another recycler. I'll build it on top of its friend. Okay, we'll go up here with it. And then a workshop. Put that there. Okay. And then we're gonna need what? That, okay. Take one away from the builder, and I can give one more to refiner. Where's that? There it is. Boom. Construct, ye devils! There's one, okay. So that I can... Okay, let me just look at the tasks to make sure I got this. Instruct a recycler to produce metal. There we go. And then scrap tools. Metal tool. Here it comes. There's one. Wow.
With our lovely new tools, we are now prepared to work effectively. Should you ever run out of metal, keep in mind that you can also instruct your workshop to manufacture tools from scrap instead of metal. Though they won't be quite as effective, it's still better than being forced to work with bare hands. Down in the Endzone, we had sufficient time and resources to educate ourselves properly. But our children don't have this luxury. We ought to build a school and pass on what we've learned. As a result, they will be able to survive and work better and more effectively.
Don't want to shove the kids directly into a, We'll do that. Apparently with how I'm building, I'm pissing people off. I've never been able to make people happy in these games, so... whatever! Okay, so that's constructed. Now... all I need is...
Perfect. Besides the fact that educated children work more effectively, we'll also teach them to be more careful with their protective clothing and tools. This, in turn, leads to them staying intact longer, and we conserve valuable resources. Now that our population is starting to grow, we ought to again turn our attention to the topic of food production. We are already accumulating fish and tilling our fields. A gatherer's cabin will now enable us to gather mushrooms and berries from the forest nearby.
Okay, gatherer's cabin. Okay, it's built. I didn't hear the construction noises, but I was probably too far away. Alright, so I need to assign 2 settlers. And we will earn berries and mushrooms. That's neat. I didn't notice that. Oh, now there's no radiation there. What the shit? That's so mean. That's okay, though. Why are you not gathering? You guys literally just... They were!
Very good. As you can see, the gatherer's cabin is an effective possibility to get food quickly.
I didn't get any
Watch out.
berries.
After a drought, it's going to take some time before the plants have regrown. As is the case with most buildings, here too, you can relocate the working area at any time. Although we are sufficiently supplied at the moment, our survival depends on diligent planning. If we can lay out a plan for an orchard, then we can start to plant fruit or nut trees that we can harvest after a few seasons.
But that's where I'm going to leave this. It's rather fun. I'm enjoying it. It's kind of relaxing. The music is kind of nice. But yeah, this is Endzone, A World Apart. I'd say check it out on Steam. Honestly, I'm probably going to keep playing it. They have a skirmish mode. And even just quests or missions. You know, one of those types of things. But either way, I hope you enjoyed. Have yourself a good one. Bye!